Bronco, first and foremost, what are you going to do in Charlottesville about finding a new green room snack guy?
You know, those are things that you really can't plan. You just have to let it unfold. And, you know, I don't think ours was orchestrated. I just one day was going into the green room, and there was a guy with snacks there. And that was this incredible new chapter of our lives. We're tied together in a way that not many other people can be.
This is true.
And do you have a snack for him?
In keeping with tradition, yes. I wanted the jalapeno Pringles.
Which would have been my favorite.
Because they're your favorite, but they weren't available in the Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah.
So I had to go with the cheddar cheese.
So just the thought is really what is touching and warms my heart, that you would put that much effort to go to the Hard Rock snack shop right before the show started and put that much thought into what I get. But I think symbolically,
$8.
I think what we ought to do is I'm going to place these right between the two of you, and whoever the next coach becomes, then you can symbolically pass the torch.
This is the torch?
That is the torch, and you can pass it to him.
He just re-gifted. It's a week from Christmas.
It's not regifting. That is just a symbolic passing of the torch, and possibly this relationship continues. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
You haven't gotten rid of me that easily.
Yeah. Well, we have some real gifts. This has some BYU Sports Nation swag in it.
Nice.
That we want you to have. We have the Royal Blue sweatshirt. There's only 25 of those in existence right now.
Royal Blue.
Royal Blue, baby.
I like Royal Blue.
As Chad Lewis says,
So
stay loyal to the Royal.
Stay loyal to the. I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
It's good.
Bronco Mendenhall with us. His final BYU Sports Nation interview as the BYU head football coach. We make a living out of like convincing people to give us things from games and situations they're in. Can we get something from your final game that maybe you wear or you have with you? The sidelines final contest?
I think that'd be great, yeah.
For the set.
We want to put it on the set.
Yep, I'm in. Hat.
We're beggars.
Whatever hat that I wear tomorrow.
Awesome. That sounds good.
Fantastic.
Our Twitter question today is this: what would a win over Utah mean for BYU football? What do you think?
I think a win tomorrow would mean a lot of things. First and foremost, it would just be a great finish for this team and this season. And that, rather than make it bigger than that, that's where my focus lies. This team has worked really hard. They've had great leadership, a really challenging schedule, and they've done an amazing job. And I would like more than anything just for this team to get 10 wins and finish this season on that note. And I don't think I would make it any bigger than that.
So the significance of a potential win number 100 for you as you leave BYU, that it sounds like it doesn't carry much weight for you.
It doesn't. The motive for the game and the motive to stay to coach the game was to try to help our team win one more time. And I care about these players a lot. And I thought that would give us, as a program and as a team, our best chance in this game to have success. And so, man, that's where my focus lies. Any of the other things those are just things that have been kind of brought up along the way. This is to win game number 10 for this team.
You've taken on the challenge of doing two jobs at once. How do you split your time and manage that?
It's harder than what I thought. So there's really 2 days within a day. There's the BYU focus that goes all the way until everything's exactly ready for the next day. And then there's about an hour break, and then it shifts into the Virginia preparation, and that happens at nighttime. One job is all-encompassing and really requires everything you can do just to manage that, and to take on something else in addition to that for the past couple of weeks has been a really difficult challenge.
Did you just kind of tell your family, like, hey, I'll talk to you at length on December 21st?
Holly gets it. She's... Yeah, she and the boys both get it. They're really supportive, but they understand what's happening, and Holly helps with that tremendously while she's working, looking for housing and what schools the kids might go to and what wards they might be in and what activities and where the boundaries are for this and that. And I'm trying to coach this team to help us win 10 games.
Yeah, moving is not fun, that's for sure.
It's a beast.
What on-the-field matchup or matchups are you most concerned about right now?
You know, I just think So my approach to all the games is to treat the opponent as nameless and faceless, and I've said that a couple of times this year, and that doesn't sit well with a lot of people, especially in a game like this, but that's really the way you objectively look at how the teams stack up. And this particular team is the top 20 or top 25 team this season with the senior quarterback. And both interiors are big and physical, and I think that's where they're built from, is the inside out. And so you've got a good decision maker at quarterback with experience. You have the chance to control the game in the interiors, and then a strong kicking game as well. And so their games have been, for the most part, relatively close, and kind of played throughout four quarters. Ours have been similar, and it's just it's a good matchup against a good team.
A lot of people are excited about what Squally Canada brings to this BYU team, and I know I've mentioned a few times his ability to move laterally is something I haven't seen for a while at BYU. What do you like about his game, and what kind of a role will he play on Saturday?
Squally's tried really hard on the scout team. He reminds me a lot of the role that Curtis Brown played when I first got to BYU, and he tried really, really hard, and he was one of the reasons that the defense had success because of his efforts on a daily basis. So Squally is that player for us this year. None of us have seen him other than going all the way back to fall camp, what he'll do in live action, so to speak. But he is fast, he is quick, he tries hard. How much of the offense he's picked up and what role he'll be used in, that remains to be seen.
The team seems pretty healthy right now. Is that the case?
I would say as healthy as you can be for going into the 13th game. And so there's no players that we think that, man, this is going to make a significant difference one way or the other because he's in or out. And it's basically our same team with possibly an addition of Squally, and we'll have Manoa Pakula back so far for this game. And so, yeah, it'll be a very similar team as what we've been seeing.
What type of atmosphere do you expect on Saturday when the ball is kicked off?
I think the teams will try really, really hard to win the game, and I think that there is a level of an extra focus on the game because of who the teams are and what the history is. But ultimately, the execution will win the game, and the execution will be tied to the preparation, and so. And I think we practiced really well, and I think our coaches have worked really hard. And there'll be twists and turns and unexpected things along the way, but I think you'll see a really physical game with a lot of guys trying really hard.
What kind of conversation did you have with the team after the Fremont Street experience the other night?
I didn't talk to them until the next day. When that happened, they looked at me, and I basically told them to leave.
Were you scheduled to leave?
Right after that, yeah.
Okay.
So it was just slightly before, but it was fitting that we could walk away from that. So I think our team handled it really, really well. And President Worthen had talked to the team before we left for Las Vegas, and his simple message and appropriate message was keeping the main thing. And that's our players have grasped that, and so to this point they've really done a nice job of not listening to what anyone says or writes or taunts them with, and they're just focusing on their preparation, and I would really like that to continue all the way through.
I know how much you base your game planning and scheming on what fans say on social media. So with that in mind,
the word's finally out. I tried to keep that a secret for
That's what
11 years.
Oh, man.
Someone's finally cracked the code.
yeah, I've seen a few people say, okay, because this is Bronco's final game, are there going to be some weird, crazy plays? Is he gonna everything he had in his pocket, is it all coming out on Saturday? What kind of wrinkles are we going to see in the game on Saturday?
You know, they wouldn't be wrinkles if I told you now.
That's a great answer. Yeah, that's a great answer.
So we're going to try our best to win the game.
Besides us, what will you miss most about BYU?
Man, I'm glad that you guys mentioned that first, because I had this whole tribute plan, but once you just,
We're going to play a video and everything, right?
You just got it out of the way, which saved me so much. I had a PowerPoint and I had music, and so if you would have just told me you were going to say it yourself, then I wouldn't have had to do the extra work. No question, I'm going to miss the players, and I'm going to miss the unique nature of the school and being able to include what I believe with what I do professionally and have those two things merge. And that's been maybe reached a level of satisfaction that I didn't think possible maybe in any profession.
If you ever feel like being a guest host on this show at any point in the future, I think there's a good chance we can work something out.
Is there a Skype segment possibly? I mean, maybe there's a Charlottesville.
We can figure it out.
Yeah, there's some
the
kind of connection that way.
branch, BYU Sports Nation. By the way, do you want to jump in the pool with me? I'm doing that later.
I don't think so. But so how many? What are the tweets? Is it tweets up to?
We taped this and are airing it later, so I don't want to say that number.
Yeah.
Well, I'll look it up as of right now.
As of now.
Yeah, as of now. I'll look up this number. Okay, as of this interview.
And we had
237.
And we had to hit 200.
Had to hit 200. So I should have put it higher.
What I'm proposing, just as a gift to the two of you, is because I see it as Sports Nation, not Sport Nation. It wouldn't be just Sport Nation. It's sports, meaning two.
Yeah.
And I see this as a team. And so I would say if it gets to 250, if it gets to 250,
it's at 237.
Yeah, that's 13 more.
Listen, let's raise the bar, Bronco.
Okay, that's 251. If it gets to 251,
you've gotten soft.
I think sports. No, this is a gift. I think Sports Nation, sports as in plural, it ought to be 2 cannonballs into the pool. Not just touching the toe or dipping the toes down the steps. I think they ought to be 2 cannonballs. We need
one of us that doesn't have pneumonia tomorrow for the pregame show.
I think that would be great TV if you're both.
If we both have pneumonia
I think
on game day.
Let's test your will a little bit. Let's see what you're made of.
I don't think I could do your, what's the summer?
The Cougar Challenge.
I don't think I can do the Cougar Challenge.
This could be a great thing. For every bowl game from now on, there could be the Sports Nation challenge of some sort. I'm just saying.
It's a thought.
Yeah, it's the best thing I could leave you guys with.
Now, what kind of traditions are? I mean, I know that BYU is unique, and you've established some really good things here. Thursday's Hero program and whatnot. What kind of things are you going to try and carry over at Virginia?
More so the principles. We'll see how the programs unfold from there. But I love the idea of giving back to the community in some way and helping people in need. And I love the ability to stand for something more than just football, and so those things will play out in some fashion there as we get going. When
the ball kicks off tomorrow, what do you expect from that atmosphere in Sam Boyd Stadium?
I think it'll be electric. I think it'll be charged. Both the BYU fans and the Utah fans are passionate about this game and their teams, and I think, everyone will be trying as hard as they can to win the game from the stands and on the field. And I think that there won't be any more, there won't be a game in college football to finish the season that will have more interest and more passion than this one will.
Is it pleasing in any way that BYU fans bought up all the general tickets and it'll be more of a home game?
Our fans are amazing, and they care a lot about our program. They care a lot about our players, and they want to win. And this is just the next manifestation of that, yeah.
You understand that you're taking a bunch of fans, though they're BYU fans, with you to Charlottesville, right?
Yeah, I've heard that, and it's man, that would be an awesome thing if the folks out here in Utah and around the country have 2 teams now they cheer for, and that would be really neat.
Go ahead. What's your emotional state right now?
It's hard. It's really hard. So, yeah, trying to do everything I can just to stay focused on our team and our game. But yeah, not easy.
You're gonna make me shed a tear, Coach.
we got a show to do. We got a whole show to do. We can't be crying right now.
You guys, you maybe ought to take the plunge now, and then just to snap out of it.
I've got water in my eyes.
You're really not concerned about my health.
I got water in my eyes. Bronco, it's been an absolute pleasure, and we thank you for all you've done for BYU football over the 11 years, and we look forward to a great bowl game on Saturday.
Thanks to Sports Nation, continued success, and it's a unique thing that BYU has and can do, and you guys do it really well. It's fun. So nice work.